up, you guys, and welcome back to 23rd Garage. So today we are back on the Prius. We've got the whole entire front end all assembled. We've got everything bolted down and adjusted. It looks really good. We are ready to weld. Hey, check out these gaps up here, man. Everything's looking very nice. Headlights are fitting, bumpers fitting. I usually like to get the whole front clip on it before I start any kind of welding. That way, once you're done and it's off the frame machine, you don't get any crazy surprises, you know? So now we just need to pull all these parts off, weld everything up, seam seal all the areas that need seam sealer, and get this thing painted, put back together. All right, so we are ready to weld our apron in. We just need to clamp it in a couple of spots and self-tap it in a few areas. But I have to also weld this bracket on right here. So this is gonna need to be straightened and then welded on. And then the other bracket is right here. And since, we don't have time to order it from the dealer right now, I think I can actually straighten this out and make it work. What do you think, Nate?
I don't know what it looks like.
Well, it needs to be an L bracket. So this is the L part right here. So this part needs to come up. And
that shouldn't be too hard then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to look like it did, but...
Almost OEM.
He's almost OEM. And the reason why it's almost OEM is because the OEM part.
It's almost there.
I like the way you're thinking, Nate. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and burn this thing in, and then we'll do the straightening later. We'll need to get the fender back on it to do these. Okay, so I got everything welded in. Everything looks really good. I even straightened out this bracket and popped it on. I try to keep them as flat as possible. That way we don't have to do a lot of grinding. But like I said before, if anybody has any tips, tricks, advice, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I want to be better. I want to do better. And I love learning new things. So drop in the comment section below if you guys have some sort of good techniques or know something that I don't. But for now, we're going to break for lunch, and then when we get back, we are going to surface all the welds, get it ready for paint and primer, and then seal this thing up with some seam sealer, let it dry, and paint it. All right, so we got back from lunch, and we actually stopped by Harbor Freight on the way. Mr. Vlad wanted to get himself a little toolbox. Look at this thing, a Yukon.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, man.
It is. And I really like this thing because if you can see right here, there's just one key, and it bends. A lot of you tool guys out there know what happens when you leave your keys in the box and walk past it. That's pretty cool. It bends. And then also one key locks all the drawers. That's really important because, you don't want to be sitting there unlocking each drawer. Let's get back on this Prius. We got everything welded up, of course. And we want to actually go ahead and straighten out this fender bracket. Yeesh. That thing got yeeted.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna first do this part, like that, like that. All right, so we got the bracket on, and it looks really good. It looks like it's in its, shape. But to test the fender, we have to go ahead and set this door properly. So to do that, I noticed this hinge did move back. This one also moved back too. Look, you see that outline?
Yeah, moved up.
We're going to move it back where it's supposed to be, but I do think that it's going to have to be pulled as well. You see that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wrench, and I'm gonna show you guys how to adjust the door. All right, so when you want to adjust your door forward, if the height is already correct, which I think this one is by that outline, you just want to loosen up the top hinge first, like this. Dang, that was on really tight. And then, you don't have to use this thing right here. You can do it by hand, but it's just easier if you have one. Put it on there, close it. All right, and now we can move that hinge any way we want without messing with the bottom one for now. Nate, go ahead and tighten that. Here, use this. Nice and tight?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now, look right in there. Well, I guess you really won't see it. Now it wants to come down because obviously that top part went up, so it wants to come down. So if we close the door and loosen the bottom one, watch what's gonna happen.
Those are tight, aren't they?
Yeah, I think this door was removed or something. There it goes. That's what she wanted. Now we wanna, see? Now that she's lined up here, look where that hinge wants to be. Right in its rightful spot. Line it up with the paint, and you're good to go.
Let's go.
Look at that. Beautiful, man. It still bounces though. It needs an adjustment. Okay, I see what it needs. I see what it needs. So whatever hit this door, and this happens all the time, the strikers tend to go up because the doors latch during the accident. So this latch right here just needs to be tapped a bit. See that?
Was it?
That was it. That's how much it moved. See? It might even need some more. It actually does need some more. Look at that. That's perfect, man. Look at that. That's lined up. Hold on, let me get my straight edge. Woo, look at that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty dang close. All right, so the fender is on. Everything looks great. We've got this bracket on. The holes match up. We got him in its original spot. We didn't have to force anything. We didn't have to mess with anything. Now what we need to do is remove this fender and scuff all the areas that are going to be painted, and then use a seam sealer on all the seams. That way we can not necessarily recreate the factory look, but recreate what the factory was trying to do, and that's so the welds don't rust. So we'll get some seam sealer up in here and up through here, and then of course up here you want to seal it from both sides as it was from the factory. We'll seal all this up, and I'm pretty sure that seam sealer also keeps the car from like creaking and stuff. You know, like if you got some body roll or something going on, this stuff for sure, because it definitely feels like a sound deadening material. There's no reason to put this much on there just to cover it for like water and stuff. So I'm pretty sure this definitely has something to do with sound or vibration. And that's why you definitely want to put it back, and you want to put something solid back there. But yeah, let's get this thing torn down and sanded and done. All right, so it's the next day here, and we just finished installing the engine on the Mazda, and we want to go ahead and spray this in, that way it's drying overnight. And Paul's got his paint mixed up, and I'm finishing up the scuffing on the hinges here, so we should be ready to go. Are you actually ready to spray over there, Paul? I think you're good on the line. We had a line. Yeah, it's kind of faded over there. All right, so everything is nice and dry. Look at that. You can touch it. Now it's time to put everything back together. Check that out, guys. We got all the hybrid components installed. We got the fuse box back in it, the computer, the coolant. We actually need to add a little bit of coolant since we did run the vehicle and it went down a bit, which that's not a big deal. We did not button up the bumper because he still has to remove the headlights and put bulbs in them. We're still missing a bumper bracket right here, which is not a big deal. Let's close this hood and see what it looks like. Phew, Lexus. Yeah, you guys heard him. Lexus. Look at this thing. Anyways, I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Look at all these gaps. All the gaps are lined up. Car is looking spec, I think. Yeah. Look at this side. Door needs body work. But I didn't want to straighten any of this out because if you start hammering on it and then you don't do any body work, it's going to look a lot worse. So whoever's going to do the body work for him, or even, I don't even know if he's going to do the body work because I'm guessing he didn't want to paint or anything, which I agree. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd just run it like that, honestly. So now what he needs is a glass here, a windshield, I mean, and a little corner glass. And then I think he needs to replace that whole tub in there where the wipers go. Did you see how damaged it was?
I didn't see that again, man.
Yeah, that thing's all messed up. That's not us, boss. We just framed. And then we need to pop the side skirts back on because we did remove those. So yeah, this car is basically done. At least everything that we were supposed to take care of, we have taken care of, and it is ready for him to take and finish up whatever, all the little pieces and stuff that he might be missing. He's very mechanically inclined. He can do all of this, no problem. He just couldn't do the framework. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, keeps us motivated to make more content for you guys. And also check us out on Instagram at 23rd_garage. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.